Hello everyone, good evening. I'm Steve from UCAN English Tutoring. In this video, I'm going to assess one of my students' role play conversations word by word and then provide feedback against each assessment criteria before I disclose the expected score for this role play conversation. If you would like to learn the strategies that are involved in achieving B grade for the OET speaking subtest, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number, which is +61 468 480 877, or on my email address, that is steve@ucanenglishtutoring.com. My contact details are also available in the description section of this video. If you would like to get the free correction for your first letter and first role play, please contact me, and I can guarantee you that you are going to get the best correction to identify where you are lacking and the ways to overcome them as well. What are you waiting for? Let's jump onto this role play conversation straight away. So this is the role play card for this nursing student. The setting is going to be the community health center, and you are going to act as a nurse, and you're going to see an 18-year-old patient who is in his or her last year of high school. He or she is worried about an approaching examination and is having emotion related panic attacks. He or she is seeing you for advice on how to manage them, and you have got 5 bullet points for this role play conversation. The first one is, you as a nurse need to find out details about the patient's panic attacks, for example symptoms, duration, previous occurrences, etc., and explore possible triggers of the panic attacks. Give reasons for the patient's symptoms, example normal response to feeling anxious, nervous and fearful, etc. Reassure the patient about the panic attacks, common before exams, can be managed, etc. Make recommendations for self-care. Go to a quiet space, visualize something peaceful, practice healthy habits, example rest, eating well, enough sleep, etc. Advise patient to attend the community health center weekly visits, exercises for relaxation and breathing, etc. I'm going to assess the student's actual recorded role play conversation now and provide the feedback.
Here, watch this video.
Good morning. My name is Nisha, one of the registered nurses working here. I don't think we have met before. For documentation, can you please tell me your name and age?
Yeah, sure. My name is Priya and I'm 22.
What can I do for you today, Priya?
So the introduction is good. I'm very happy with the way that you have started your introduction. So the introduction is fine with the whatever the information you have provided, whatever the information you have provided. So I'm quite happy with the way that you have done that. Excellent job. Thank you. Let's continue now.
Here to get some advice on my condition.
Sure, I'm happy to help you. Could you please explain your problem briefly?
Yeah, sure, nurse.
That's good. That's the way to motivate the patient. Okay, could you please explain your problems briefly? So you would like to know the brief information regarding the patient's main problems, and the way you asked the question is apt. I'm so happy with the way that you are asking the questions.
I have panic attacks several times these days. I am experiencing short pain in chest, so I'm here to get some advice on my conditions to manage them.
I'm really sorry to hear that. Don't worry. Definitely, we will manage your condition much more efficiently.
Happy to hear that.
Can you tell me more about those situations?
I'm experiencing shortness of breath, trembling, loud heart pounding, and I have chest constriction and pain also.
I'm sad to hear that. Be relaxed. I can assist you. How long does the symptom last?
Sometimes it lasts more than 20 minutes.
Alright. Have you felt anything like this before?
No,
Perfect. The way you're asking the questions, okay, you were able to ask questions. You are able to ask questions. You are able to ask questions appropriately and efficiently. So I'm so happy with the way that you are doing it. So you are able to do it really like a real registered nurse. So it's really good. You have done a wonderful job so far.
Congratulations. Good job.
it's totally new for me.
Okay. For further confirmation, do you have any other symptoms apart from this?
No, nurse.
Okay. If you don't mind, can you please tell me that if there is any possible triggering factor for this?
Nurse, I don't know correctly, but I have exam within 2 months. I may being afraid to approach those exams.
Being a high school student, I can understand the situation that it's a very hard situation for you, but I am reassuring you that it's a normal response from many of those persons who are approaching.
Not many of those persons, okay? It's better to use many of those students or children, okay? Many of those persons is not the right one. So it is the quite common response from most of the students appearing or most of the people. So you can use either most of the students or most of the people instead of saying many of the persons, because it doesn't make sense.
Did you understand it? I did.
Those exams because some students will come if they are having anxious, some students will come that they are nervous, and some will be fearful.
So some students will come, okay, nervous. No, it's wrong. So you can say, for example, instead of saying some students will come nervous, okay, so you can say some students may have nervousness, okay, instead of like saying that. Or you can say some students may be nervous. That's also good. You can use the same thing as well. Some students may be nervous. All right, that is absolutely fine. So you can use any one of them, but you need to ensure that you always use grammatically complete and correct sentences. Let's continue.
Normal response. So please don't put too much stuff on your mind and don't think about this. Are you getting it?
Yes, nurse.
That's great to confirm. So you were able to confirm, the information with the patient as well. So you are doing a wonderful job. I'm so happy with the way that you are performing so far. You are rocking like a star.
Okay. Do
But
you
do
have
you
any other
think
concerns
that I
to ask?
can lead to any other problem?
As I already said, a lot of high school students experiencing these panic attacks before their exams. The main thing is to know about this is they can be managed by many students. Is it okay for you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Are you okay with this? Means I can make some recommendations for you. Can I?
Oh, okay, nurse.
Okay. Uh, I'm going to tell some strategies for you, which will be very helpful for you to manage those situations. Shall I tell about those?
Yeah, tell me.
Firstly, prefer calm area and give yourself enough time and be relaxed in that area. It is very helpful for you to manage those symptoms and those situations, and it is very helpful for you to approach your exams very easily. And second thing is you can visualize something peacefully. It will give you a good impact uh, on you.
So there are a couple of background noises that you have committed. So background noises could have been avoided. However, you were able to use connecting phrases very well. So connecting phrases were effectively used. So I'm so happy with this one, so that you should be able to achieve your desired scores.
Is it? Is it?
And in addition to this, you can follow healthy ways, which include eating, get enough sleep and rest. This will be helpful for you to get rid of those situations. I hope.
One recommendation I have got you, a guide for you, is to increase your speech rate, okay? Because you were speaking each word separately sometimes, So you need to work out on this. You have to speak one sentence together as a single word. For example, you have to say that will be helpful for you to improve your condition, instead of saying that will be helpful for you. So instead of splitting these words like that, it's better to say the whole sentence together in one go.
I see.
You will try these strategies.
Yeah,
Try.
sure, nurse. These things are very interesting. I'm going to try these strategies definitely.
Thank you for accepting these strategies. And do you have any other concerns to ask with me?
Nurse, can you please suggest more?
Do you have any concerns to ask with me? Okay, let's say when you ask the questions like this, do you have any concerns to ask with me? Okay, Unfortunately, this is going to be incorrect. The reason is that concerns cannot be asked. Concerns only can be shared. So you should say, do you have any questions to ask me? Or you can say, do you have any concerns to share with me? Isn't it? If you want to really be worried about the concerns, you can say, do you have any concerns to share with me? That will be any concerns to share with me. So this will be more appropriate. All right, let's continue now.
Always.
Yeah, sure. I will definitely tell another one strategy that on every weekend you can visit our community health center, and we will encourage you to do some breathing exercises and some relaxation technique. It is very helpful for you to divert your mind, uh, and it is very helpful.
Okay, some false starts and background noises were committed. Apart from that, your speaking has been amazing so far. What I personally recommend you to speak is to showcase your boldness. It's better to speak boldly and confidently. So I believe that you are a bit nervous, when you speak. So please speak confidently without nervousness. All right, so that's one recommendation I have got. And you also need to raise the volume a bit. You have to speak at a higher volume a bit. So please do that. Let's continue.
For you to manage those symptoms, and you can easily get rid of those symptoms. And is it okay for you?
Yeah, I will definitely.
And is it okay for you? And is it okay for you? You don't need to say and. You can simply say, how does that sound? For example, instead of saying, is that okay for you again and again, you can say, how does that sound? Or you can say, does that sound good? Or what do you think about it? Or what's your feeling about that? Or what's your opinion? Do you think you can do this? So you can ask those kinds of questions. You don't need to say, and is it okay? You should say, at least it is okay. Is it okay? Instead of saying is, or instead of saying and.
Come to community health center every week.
Uh, I'm very happy to hear that. Do I need to address any other concerns about this?
No, it's very clear.
Thank you. I'm reassuring you that you can manage the situation easily with these kind of management techniques.
Okay, so you said you can manage with these. You said these kind of techniques, isn't it? So is that going to be these kind of techniques? That's wrong. These kinds of techniques. So the way you used the plural and singular nouns wasn't appropriate in this situation. So it's better to use the plural nouns appropriately. So you should say, whenever you say these should always go with the plural noun, for example, kinds.
All the best for your exams, and you can visit our community health center every week. Thank you.
Okay, nice. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay, I'm so happy with the way that you have managed your time. And you were able to do a lot of things really very well. You were able to excel in most of the assessment criteria of the speaking subtest. And I'm so happy to see such kind of perfection in this role play conversation. So let me give you the feedback against each criteria before I can share with you the overall score. First and the foremost thing is that you were able to use connecting phrases appropriately. So that's one of the good things in your role play conversation. So you were able to use connectors effectively and correctly. So I'm so happy with this. Grammar has been great in most part of the role play conversation. However, you have committed still some grammatical mistakes. For example, use of nouns, okay, verbs and articles could have been little bit better. Could have been little bit better because you have committed some mistakes over there. So that should be avoided. Speech rate could be improved a little bit because you spoke at a very slow pace. So you could have improved the speech rate, could have been bit better. All right, so that's another recommendation that I have got. Speak at a higher volume, because you're not speaking at a higher volume. Your voice is very low. So it's better to speak at a higher volume. Your clinical communication skills are amazing. I'm so happy with the way that you are showing sympathy towards the patient. You were able to use sympathetic phrases. You were able to convince the patients. You were able to get more information regarding the patient's problem. You were able to ensure that the patient speaks out during the role play conversation. You were also able to address the patient's concerns as well. So you were able to establish good rapport with the patient, and I'm really amazed with the way that you have been doing, and I have become a huge fan for your speaking as well as writing, because you have been proving your writing and speaking skills in an exceptional manner. All right, what else? Your vocabulary is amazing as well. You were able to use really good phrases in order to convince the interlocutor, so that's really good also. And what else? So you have been able to excel everywhere. So use of sentence structures is appropriate as well. So I'm quite happy with the way that you have been using a wide variety of sentence structures, such as simple, complex, and compound. You should improve some areas. For example, pronunciation. So pronunciation could have been better, could have been a little bit better, could have been a bit better with the reductions in background noises and some false starts because you have committed a few background noises and false starts. You didn't commit so many background noises and false starts, but there were definitely a couple of them. So I wish you to work out on this area so that you can get a higher score. According to me, if I go through these errors, I should be able to give you the score. Let's go there. So you have committed approximately, let's say, 4 to 6 mistakes. And I'm pretty confident that this role play conversation is going to definitely get you at least 350 out of 500. Well done. You have done a wonderful job, Nisha. And I'm pretty sure you are going to smash the OET subtest in the actual examination, and you are going to give goosebumps to the actual OET examiners. I wish you all the very best to make sure you pass your exam. Thank you.
Thanks for watching.